It's official. The 2025 LDBC Meet and Greet in Las Vegas, Nevada, August 9th and 10th. Hosted by none other than 78 Sports TV, accompanied by many LDBC content creators you know and love. Come through and enjoy the LDBC Basketball Classic, where Team Voltron will take on LDBC Selects. Come on out and have a good time in a family atmosphere. Children are welcome. Get your tickets ASAP. Salute, salute. Hey, Quan Big Guns. It's good to see you. Think I've seen you in here before. Look, I don't like doing that too often. Hold on, let me go. Hey, y'all. Hey. Mark Dan, the man. What's going down? How you doing? D-Man Jr., how are you? Hello. Freedom's March, is good to see you, family. Welcome in, welcome in. I saw my brother Michael Ray, but I don't see you on my thing to light you up. But I see you. I see you. How you doing, KG? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hope you had a good soul day. The day the Most High breathe life into them lungs. That's that soul day, right? How y'all doing? Look, I don't want to be all day talking about the stuff that we looked at because everybody already done talked about it, and I always be so late on my recap. So let's just get it cracking real quick and move around. The first card that I would like to share with you. Of course, I did this last minute, so yeah, I know how that goes. I got to get a picture of the card that I want to talk about here, but at least I got it all in one place. Some people be searching forever. So I hope you guys can hear me. Because I be on that craziness. Okay. This card, the ladies card, better late and great. Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Damn it. That's what the hell I'm talking about. So, we had a lot of hope. No, not yet, Marky. Good Lord. Where's my belt? Where my belt at? I will in due time. Let me get my shit off first. Oh, that's okay, Quan. I just appreciate that you're here now, family. That's all that matters. Okay, so like I said, I definitely want to breeze through these cards because it's just so much always going on in boxing now, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. We should be grateful. So, actually, I guess it would help if I have the ladies card up on here so I could go through them because I think I might cover it a little bit better, or more, I should say, not better than some of the people I've heard because initially I did. I talked about these ladies. I kind of went into depth about some of the things on the card, right? So of course, I'm gonna start with the worst. It just is what it is. I'm gonna start with the worst damn fight, and that would be. How you doing, Mark Nash? It's good to see you, family. I hope you've been having a good time while you've been traveling around the world. I hope you've been having a good time. So I'm gonna start with the worst for me personally was the main card, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Big letdown. Absolutely a big letdown. I said I wanted Katie Serrano to box. I absolutely expected that Amanda would box this time, but I also expected her to at least land some shots. Like she was punching air, y'all. Very upsetting. Even Katie's performance, I was confused as to whether or not they wanted to fight. Like it was just very, very much so a letdown. But let me get y'all up here too. It is what it is. There's really nothing much to that fight that I could actually say. I didn't want Katie to win, so I'm not going to congratulate her because, well, okay, she hit but like twice, and then I was just kind of like, I ain't even about to count. But on to the next, I guess. On to the next headbutt. That's probably going to be Chantel Cameron. That fight will be good. I'm hoping. Look, I don't know. I don't know. Well, it probably will because it's Chantel and it's not Amanda. What was very upsetting is Maldonado in that corner telling Amanda, "Oh, you look good, baby. You look good." What are you talking about, dude? On to the next. On to the next one. So So I had a chance to go back and look at Alicia Baumgartner versus Jennifer Miranda out of Spain. I initially said that Jennifer was stiff. All she had was a 1-2. Um, I really didn't expect much from her. I did kind of think she had power because she has some size to her, and I've seen her. She was punching, but you were punching on Spanish girls. Like all the people she's fought before were out of Spain. So I'm not hating. This is my opinion. It's my show. Damn it! I'm just saying, like y'all saw it. I don't know which one you talk about me hating on, but both of them, y'all saw it. I said in a couple of spaces, I I initially I was okay with the Alicia Baumgartner fight initially, but again after going back and looking at it and mulling it over, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Um, I did feel like Derek James changed her style, y'all, and I know if y'all know what I'm talking about, you've seen it. She went from being a low guard, kind of weight on the back foot, counter slick, to high guard, um, jab, more weight to the front foot. I I didn't like it. I did not like it. Once I looked at that again, I did not like what Derek James did to her. Um, because even when I went back and watched the fight, I just went back and watched some more of Alicia's old fights, and she wasn't taking as much fire. She took fire, and we know her tank was bad. You're gonna get hit, right? She's gonna get hit, but it was not the same. This chick was teeing off in her face with the 1-2, and I told you that's all she got. I did not like that. I did not like it. Um, I feel like when in her usual style, like you could see the IQ playing out. With this one, I felt like she did not really know because again, I keep saying this, when you get with the new coach, it takes a few times with them until you're solid in that. And I just don't know that. I mean, we're thinking that Miranda was cannon fodder, but when you got all the belts on the line, like you don't got time to be playing around with no new coach and figuring out shit. Like I didn't like it. I ain't gonna say how I felt like that really ended, but I did not like the fire she was taking. Um, if she's gonna stay with Derek James, it's hard to say when you're undisputed, but damn fighter can next. A for real can. Even though Miranda showed up a little bit better than she has in her previous fights. Um, Shout out to Miranda though. She showed up. She did better than I thought she would. Okay. Um, you want to see Katie versus Cameron or Caroline Dubois? Look, people running from Caroline. I want to show her. I want to show her IG. What she did to that Kamara girl in less than 3 rounds. Ain't nobody trying to see her. And real talk, the last person who wants to see Caroline Dubois right now would be Alicia Baumgartner. That would be a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Marky, I need a belt. That's all I can say. I ain't hating. Katie was more of the boxer, yeah. Amanda never changed gears. I don't want to talk about it. Katie felt she didn't have to, and she didn't, KG. She absolutely didn't have to do anything because Amanda just did not. I can't even say she didn't pull the trigger. You didn't even get your finger on the trigger. I'm sorry, that was a big letdown. Oh, here go Marky. Don't be in the chat causing trouble either, Marky. I need the belt. Akando, how you doing, family? Let me make sure you got a wrench. Yeah. How you doing, Akondo? It's good to see you in here. Grand afternoon to you. Caroline looks like, man, and I'm trying to remember. I think she was calling out Delphine Pursoon, and of course that person didn't want to take the bag. Nobody want to see Caroline Dubois right now. She's that girl, and quiet as kept. They're really trying to keep her on the down low. And funny thing, well, I'll get to that. She would destroy her. Hey, look, I don't know if he's Grenadian, but dang it, man, I like me some Triple D. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Queen 71, how you doing? Okay, have a great day at work, Queen. Um, yeah, me too. Okay, so we're gonna get to that. So I ain't gonna get too much into that. So on to the next. I'm gonna say the best for last, but I talked in more pretty well in depth about the Ellie Scottney versus Yamaleth Mercado, right? Um, these girls were very much so the same all the way down the line, man. It was crazy. Um, Everything from height to when they started, their age. I mean, the very same birthday. Their style is similar, except for the fact that Ellie, as we saw, man, that girl is so sharp and precise. Her footwork is on point. She knows how to get in and out. Like you don't really even see people moving in and out the way Ellie did. She just lacks power. She just simply lacks power, but it doesn't matter because she put down a mixtape on a Mercado. I mean, Mercado was looking at her like, "How dare you hit like it, man?" That was a good fight. I can't say I was impressed because I actually expected Ellie to show up like that. Shout out to her. Um, I don't think that one was for Undisputed. Oh, maybe. BoxRec don't do the WBA, but she has IBF, IBO, WBC, WBO. I think she is. I think she's undisputed. I think they did say that afterwards as well. It was a lot going on in that in that damn chat with Red and everybody. That's so much fun. Anyway, on to the next. Oh man, Sharnika Johnson and Sharetta Metcalf. Man, listen. Oh, I said I didn't want to pick that day when I did the breakdowns. But y'all, I knew she's a bad girl. Like, and she's a little bit of a dirty fighter too. Shanika is not she ain't no joke, man. How you doing, Jay Will? Shalom and blessings to you. Shanika is not she's nothing to play with. And I did say in the breakdown whether Sharetta fought Shanika or what's her name? Dina, the chick out of I'm thinking of the Tam Thibault. That's on my mind right now. Thorslin, Dina Thorslin. Dina Thorslin can bang too. And to be honest, I was rooting for Sharetta, but I think it was kind of obvious. Y'all, I almost feel like it was a setup. I almost feel like it was a setup. Now Sharetta, um, fair and square beat the Yoshida girl, but it just was not bound to go in her favor. Whether it was Dina Thorslin or Shanika, and I would have to say I think Shanika beats Dina. Dina does not have as many combinations. She's not as quick. I think she got a little bit of power, but like it just is what it is. Metcalf looked out of sorts, out of place, novice. Another individual who's looking surprised at the the butt whooping that was going on. It was bad, y'all. I felt bad for her, and there was even a point before the fight was stopped where I was saying she's taking way too many blows to the head. Please stop this. Please stop this. And I felt bad saying stop this because I know she wanted that fight. It just did not look good. I mean, when she got rocked and she kind of stepped back and her legs buckled, and I thought she was going down. They could have stopped it then. It was not a good look. It was not a good look. Shout out to her though for putting her all into it. I just don't know what they trained for. Whether it had been Neeks or whether it had been Dina, it should have been more than just that jab, and it should have been more than her just stepping back. Like they should have been working on her footwork, um, pivoting out, rolling, slipping, not just pulling back. Like should have been working on more than a 1-2. Because I want to say I saw her hit the body at least one time, and it was clear that Shanika didn't like it. So either way, Shanika's now undisputed. I kind of feel like it was a setup because they just threw all them belts on top of that. She had the IBF, I believe. Shanika had like the WBA. They threw the WBC, WBO in there, made it an undisputed fight. She is now the first undisputed Australian and female Australian, so hey, shout out to her. How you doing, Tay Tay? How you doing? I'm gonna see Tay Tay soon, y'all. I'm gonna see Tay Tay soon. Um, Chantel Cameron, Jessica Kamara, another good banger. And I told y'all, Kamara can fight. And again, Kamara is the same lady who got beat in under 3 rounds by Caroline Dubois. Different showing though, right? Even the fight before Caroline, different showing. Kamara can fight, but at the end of the day, um, we know Chantel Cameron's a good fighter. I think the only person she's lost to is Katie Thick Neck Taylor. So shout out to Chantel. She just made, again, it was a good fight, but I feel like it was still like easy work. Chantel, I think, probably got next. Probably got next in the super light division. Um, that is if nobody wants to fight Caroline. Really, it should come down to those two. It should come down to those two. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Last fight, Ramla Ali, and Leela Furtado. Ramla. I feel like she struggled with this a little bit. I feel like she struggled with this a little bit. And her last fight, it was a little controversial as far as whether or not she beat that lady, and that was actually the last person she fought was Yamaleth Mercado, who fought Ellie Scotney. Um, I think she did all right, to be honest, but I just don't know. I don't know, and they're both 34 as well, I believe, as well as Ellie. So all these women in 34. Actually, Ramla's 35. So I think she got it. She got it. She won. It is what it is. I don't think it was anything spectacular. Uh, the fight of the night for me, and I call this fight. I called it for Samana. I called it for Samana because I didn't feel like I could trust Shadeja. I'm happy Shadeja showed up and showed out. You know, even though it was on the back end, it does not matter. Shout out to Shadeja Green. She deserved that. I did not think that Savannah was going to come in because she didn't look like herself to me. Not totally. She didn't tippy toe like she does all the time. So maybe those couple of years out of the boxing game, I didn't think it would affect her as bad. Again, she had fought in the PFL, so she was staying active as far as a martial art. But I did not think that she. I didn't think she looked like her total self. She was getting some work off on Shadeja off early. Good work, good jabs. But I just felt like midway something clicked with Shadeja, and it was. I mean, my first thought was like, "Well, you're not hurting her," and I think it clicked with Shadeja, like she's not really hurting me, and it's just like she just was like, "All right." Let's bang then, and she start finding the rhythm. She start finding a jab. She start punching with like Shadeja was on it. Shout out to Shadeja. Um, it was clearly an emotional thing for her, and I think probably because of the way things have been going since that Franchon Cruz fight, she just was not looking. I don't even want to say spectacular, y'all. She just didn't look good. Like we knew Shadeja to be this, oddly enough, this woman that was knocking people out when she was like 10-9, 11-10, 10 being the knockouts. That's something different for women like that. She didn't knock Savannah out, but man, she caught Savannah clearly with some good ish, and Savannah was like, "Oh, okay, well, that's what we do." Man, that was a good fight. That was the best fight of the card by far to me. Mm. Marquis Caroline with Sky Sports and Boxer. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Boxer and Sky only operate. I know. I know. Oh, and the thing that I was gonna say that I figured out is that Caroline and Ellie both fight in the McQuiggan gym. Now that maybe why both of them look so dang good. Now that don't make them perfect. All these fighters have flaws in some area, but both of them is on point. And hopefully, now here's the question, Marky. Isn't she promoted by Frank? Is she promoted by Frank? Or is Sky Sports and Boxer? I mean, I know she fights on those networks, but who's her promoter? That's the question. Yeah, Tay, I already know what you talk about, and yeah, I mean, I felt bad for her because I know she wanted it, but nobody. No, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see our sis go out like that. And again, it was the head blows. I was worried about the blows the woman was sustaining. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, I meant to do this. I meant to do this. Let me go. Okay, so Chantel is a beast. Yeah, she's nice at what she does. Bitty bitty nice. Why is Savannah crying? Cause she is a sore loser. Like, no, bruh, sometimes people put in enough work in the beginning. They got enough points in the fight bank. Sometimes people come back and whoop your ass, and we saw that later in the next day in a mail card, which I'm gonna get to here. So, um, what do you make of what Savannah said to Shadeja after the fight? Is that what it was, Jason? I didn't listen. Again, I was in a chat, and man, look, every time fights go down, it be a lot of chit chatter going on. So sometimes I don't hear the commentary or like the in the ring post. I do think I do recall. I think though she gave her props. So even if she is crying robbery now, I think it was genuine at the time. If that is what you're speaking of, initially, I think that yeah, if she gave her props, then she was on point. You know, surely these people have feeling and they go back and they feel some kind of way, but nah, Samantha, you got your ass beat. It is what it is. And again, that was an emotional thing for Shadeja. I mean, her and her coach were crying. It was shout out to her. She deserves that, in my opinion. Um, Caroline is still a prospect. Eh, is she? She got a title. She got a title. I'm pretty sure she's not a prospect anymore. She's a contender. I'm pretty sure. She has the WBC World Light. Mm-hmm. Oh, she ready. She is ready. Hey Trey Titan, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to these the men's the men's cards. Let me get to them though. Okay. Then I'll just start out right there, like that right there. I told you I didn't like the fact that this was a freaking co-fight. Yes, sir, she does. Yes. Tears of absolute joy. She was saying Shadeja is better than Clarissa and could probably beat her. No. Wait a minute. Damn it. Wait. Back it up. That's some bullshit. Can she give Clarissa a good fight at the weight class? Yeah. But we ain't gonna, you know, to me, Samantha is like Michaela Mayer, a salty bit. Like, these little heifers be salty. And the reality is, now don't get me wrong though, because I do think that Alicia Baumgartner should have gave Michaela a rematch. That would have been a good fight, good money for both. We've seen Clarissa. We watched Clarissa for years, and she's gotten better and better. Now she's heavyweight, and I believe she still holds titles in other divisions. She's on a different level. Will it be a good fight? Yeah, but I don't see Clarissa knocking Shadeja out either. We know Shadeja can knock people out, but can I see her knocking Clarissa out? No. The only person who's knocked down Clarissa was Hannah Gabriels, right? Still want to see that freaking rematch, but she jacked that up. But she's just salty. She's just salty. You know that, Jay Will. I mean, and to be honest, what do you think about that? That's the question. I think it's saltiness. She was saying she did the best fight. Yeah, I did hear that BS through all the conversation and stuff that was going on. I heard that. And you know what? That is her as an individual. Maybe she feels that way. She's entitled to feel however she wants to. And I can't say that Shadeja isn't the best fighter she's ever fought. You know, that's her opinion. But when we start talking about and I've always wanted Shadeja and Clarissa to fight since Shadeja said she wanted that fight. Absolutely. I wanted her and Franchon Cruz to fight, but we saw how that turned out. And Franchon ain't on Clarissa's level, but hey, you know, look, just let them get in there and do it. How about that? How about that? Man, I don't want to talk. I can't lie. Berlinga sold me. Man, look. Y'all gonna make me. Yeah. Okay. I thought he was gonna KO this UK man. I didn't know. Couldn't believe after all that talk he got smoked like that and sent to the hospital in his city. Man, don't go. Just go outside, dude. Belenga got that. Yeah, okay. She was saying Shadeja is the best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't know why I feel like something's wrong here. Okay. I'm reading it backwards. That's why. She is messy. Just like homegirl I was talking about, Michaela Mayer. She messy. So yes, the duo. I don't like these dual cards, you guys. I don't. To be honest, I believe the first fight on the card we heard about was Shakur and Zapata. I think that should have stayed the main bout. It would have survived and did very, very well with Edgar and Hamza being the co-main. But this is Turkey's world. We're just some squirrels, right? Um, that card. Ooh, where do I want to start? Let's start with David Morrell. David Morrell versus Imam Katayev. And again, I like Imam. I do not like drug cheats. They let this man fight since he popped dirty. And I'm pretty sure on that breakdown video, I showed you guys, I read an article that talked about, is it the ITA, the International Testing Agency, found him to be dirty. And this was back in the 9th of April in 2024. Yeah, well, this dude has fought since then. So apparently people don't recognize the ITA because he was suspended for 2 years, supposedly. When the shit came out, Morrell said he's cool. We're still fighting him. And it's probably because it's so close to the wire, and then you'd have to have a new opponent, learn that opponent, or maybe Morrell just don't have no fear. Whatever. This guy has fought shit. 1, 2, 3, 4 times since popping dirty. Albeit not in America, Canada. I don't know where the hell Grozny is. He fought in Australia. He's fought since then. He was being allowed to fight. I think Imam is the goods. Again, we're gonna set this aside from him being a dope fiend because it's so many layers to that fight to me. Morrell got knocked down. I was shocked about that one. I didn't expect that, but to some degree, even in the Benavidez fight, I said Morrell still carries this amateurish style. He still loses focus. A lot of times he's defensively irresponsible. Now, mind you, I like Morrell. I see promise in him, but what I have not seen is him change. And he's still throwing them reckless uppercuts. Like nothing is really changing with him. I don't feel like he learned from the Benavidez fight, you guys. I just feel like I'm still looking at the same guy. Still looking at Ronnie Shields in the corner telling your ass to straighten up, get your shit together. Dongo, please go sit down. My dog be tripping, y'all. Oh. Anyway, yeah, I don't know about Morrell sometimes. I feel like he was gifted, but I don't feel bad because when I looked at Imam, and again, it's not Imam is a good fighter. Like I've seen him fight. He actually has skills and he has the IQ. But you look like you was hopped up on something. Just my personal opinion. Like it's hard to say. The previous fight he had, he was strong, and the guy he fought was strong. It was on the Sky Nicholson and Tierra Brown undercard, and it was. I think I told people to go watch that fight because I was like, damn, this dude is nice. And yeah, he fought somebody named Palacio. Palacio was good too. I mean, they was in there banging, and he took a lot of damage. Matter of fact, his eye got bumped up, but yeah, I'm okay with Morrell getting the win, but I do recognize personally for myself that it was a gift. Okay, I believe it was a I believe it was a gift. Oh, I see. Oh, let me see. Let me get back in my chat. How you doing, Champion Heart? How you doing, beloved? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Not in the chats or anything. I hope you've been very, very well and healthy. You know, Freedom's March. Absolutely, he's not. He's not growing. He's not adjusting. It looks like the Kalazic fight. It looked like all these things are running together, and he's looking the same high guard. But you're getting busted in the man. You still getting busted in the face. Um, let me. My son need to get. Okay, that ice become loud. So yeah, shout out to Morrell, I guess. Like, but I really would like to see something better from Morrell. I would like to see growth, please, please, please. Like you have all the athleticism that would allow you the ability to be a great fighter. You got power because we know, and maybe that's a thing. He was knocking people out early. He was hurting people, you know. And a lot of people feel like the Benavidez fight was just too soon. I personally was one who felt like, throw him in there. Let's see what happened. It didn't it didn't turn out so good. I hate his high guard because it's not an active one. Like if you can move up and down with it and guard your body, look at, for instance, Benavidez. Like he do all this with his. Like it moves. This is all David Morrell do. And then he'll squat down. Like he has tails and everything. I don't like it. I need him to grow a little bit. We gonna see about the growth part of Kondo. We gonna see. I don't feel like we're seeing it yet. So the next fight I want to talk about, Subriel Matias versus Alberto Puello. Good fight. Good fight. I picked Subriel to win. And I don't feel like he did. Okay, in the very end, I don't feel like Subriel won. Dongo, dude, I'm about to shoot you with the water gun. Now go sit down. Thank you, sir. So, Puello was just getting walked down. I mean, yeah, getting walked down early in the fight. But he was working. He was working. I'll give him that. And he was getting good licks off, and that was evident because we saw the evidence on Subriel's face. And we know Subriel can be all pressure, except for with Pero. But that's neither here nor there. I just feel like Alberto Puello turned it around. Not to mention, he was the champion. And look, Breadman said that it's not a thing that an individual has to do more than champion. He's like, that's not a written rule anywhere. And I agree with that. You know, these are things that we say. I don't know who started saying that, but you either do the work and you win or you don't, right? So, but I do feel like Puello pulled it out. He eked that out in the end. And I don't even want to say he eked it out. I feel like he just turned the fight around. Um, Subriel clearly gassed. And I see why, because you were just hunting this man down, stalking him all around. And it is what it is. A lot of people do not like the outcome. I picked Subriel, but I do not feel like he won that fight. It is what it is. We all feel differently, and y'all know how I feel about feelings. We're all entitled to them, and I ain't mad at yours, so don't be mad at mine. Mark you dead if you in here. Belt time. How you doing, GD? Salute to you, family. Welcome in. It ain't stuck. The Benavidez hit. It ain't stuck to Benavidez. He uses it as a moving shield. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Benavidez is fluid. And he's getting better. I really didn't used to be a fan of him. D-Man, I used to talk shit about. But man, Benavidez is nice. And he's getting better. Hold on, stop that shit. Okay. Life has been lifey. I know, me too. But things are slowly coming back together. Appreciate you. Welcome. Look, y'all pray for me, because I need my life to stop lifing. Like, I'm telling you, that truck be giving me the blues. It be giving me the blues. So, David Real. Which one do I want to do next? I'm gonna go on and go to Hamza, Shiraz, and Berlanga. I don't know if I made a pick that day, you guys. Oh, I did. I ended up picking Shiraz, but I was struggling. I was back and forth for so long. I thought Berlanga was gonna come with something too with the coach. To the same things as I used to hate on Benavidez. Man, he's a freaking the IQ, the foot, like even his foot down to the footwork. He's focused. He's a focused fighter, and I love it because we actually get to see real time, fight to fight, the adjustments and the growth. That's what I want to see from Morrell. Yeah, so I picked Shiraz, but I had struggled for a long time. I thought Berlanga, and somebody said it earlier, thought he was gonna possibly be able to knock Shiraz out. Shiraz looked good at 68. I believe I used to say when he was at 60, you need to move up. And if you don't move up, look, this is my thing. Before I get into this fight, I'm going to talk a little bit of spit because I feel away. Why did this dude not fight Janibek? Like, that would have been a good fight. I wanted somebody besides Adames and, why am I thinking of Erickson Lubin? I'm having a brain fart. But the two other belt holders, I wanted them to fight Janibek. Yes, absolutely. But I wanted to see Hamza because of the height. I had even threw Marquise Taylor in there, but Marquise, I don't know. I don't think he would have been a guy with Janibek. But it's another guy too, out of the Ukraine that I wanted. But he's not fighting. He hasn't fought in 2 years. But that's neither here nor there. I want to know why this man. I don't know. Maybe the weight cuts was hard on him. He looked like a skeleton. But you were down there whooping ass. Fight Janibek. That would have been a good fight. Going forward, he looked good at 68. A lot of people felt like Berlanga looked a little weight drained at the weigh-in. I don't know. I thought he looked all right, but by the time he got in the ring, I did feel like he was like a little, and maybe it's just that Shiraz was so much faster, quicker on the draw. I feel like he's a little slow. Hamza was sharper. He had more punch variation. He looked like he was zoned in. Why do you sound like the dogs? My dog. He was more zoned in. He was more focused, and I think again, it's something about some of these fighters talking all this smack before these fights, and when you got people like a Hamza who is calm, cool, and collected, you don't know. You don't know what kind of animal you dealing with, and what kind of mess you building, what kind of case you building against the ass whooping you gonna get. Because man, look, shout out to Berlanga though. Shout out to Berlanga. He got off some good work. Okay, he was rolling. He was rolling into shots, and he got caught rolling into some of them shots. Like Hamza was just on it. He was just quicker. He was faster. I swear it sounds like the dog, y'all, is messing with the trash can. Luna, get away. Y'all, I got baby dogs. I got I'm, I'm sorry. Jesus. Yeah. Hamza was on point. Like, and shout out to the damn green shorts. Everybody's talking about the green shorts. Surely that was an ode to Saudi, the Saudi flag, the color and everything. And you know, that is Turkey's boy. So just man, it doesn't matter. He got off the better work. Poor Berlanga. I don't know why he didn't take a little bit more time getting up. I think the first one was a left. The first drop was a left. The second one was a right. He definitely got up too quick on the second knockdown. I don't know. I feel bad for him because it was just, oh, you talk all that. Yeah. Hamza just did you so dirty. And then in the end, the combos. He just went ham on the combo. But I mean, it was clear that that rate, when coming back out in the fifth early, he was going. It was just bound to happen because there was no way you were getting up too fast, and that minute in the corner was not going to save your ass. It just is what it is. I don't like Hamza calling out Canelo. What the hell? No, dude. No. It's other people. It's other people at the weight class you could be fighting. I don't believe you deserve that fight next. And Billy got next. If anybody's gonna fight Canelo, hell, Jake Paul I think got next. If anybody's gonna be fighting Canelo, it's not you. Settle down, homie. It's other people Hamza can fight. I don't know. He got a lot of wind behind him by the name of Turkey, but I don't give a damn. Like, slow your roll, dude. Let me see. Some of you guys are saying. I had to go back a little bit. Thank you, Jay Will. I appreciate that because I sure pray for my brothers and sisters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. I'm about tired of this one though. I think I might be about tired of it altogether. But I love it, but I'm tired. I ain't even gonna cap. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I've seen the rap gate. We can't call it some good. And I'm with my brothers. I don't care. Because when people was out here talking about other fighters and their gloves and their raps, nobody wanted to freaking listen. Nobody wanted to, oh, what are you talking about? Shooting it down. I don't care. I don't care. It is what it is. And they ain't gonna find that rap. They done threw that damn thing in the incinerator. They ain't gonna find that shit. And they probably ain't trying to be honest. I was on Tay's live earlier, and they were talking about, people were asking that, and I agree with what Tay was saying about Berlanga. He's not like he can still fight, y'all. He can go fight Caleb Plant. He can go fight Kevin Newman. It's a whole bunch of fighters in that division. And to be honest, I think Caleb is like in the rankings, low 20s, early 30s. Berlanga about to be right down there with him. Fight Caleb Plant. And plus, y'all got history. You talking about your fake ass diamonds? They he can come back and fight because the reality is, I like the work. I like the work that his new trainer was starting to do with him. Um, I seen his old trainer, not the previous trainer, but his very first trainer, and he swears that Berlanga was actually a very good boxer. This is, of course, before he got with the new trainer and just got to knocking everything out. So the thing for me is, can he get serious? Can he get serious about his craft? Can he stop fake thugging out here? Like, nobody cares about this shit. You're grown. We're grown. Nobody cares about Terror Squad. Dude, grow up. If you're gonna be a fighter, be a fighter. This this is what it is. Like, somebody from Puerto Rico had to get a win. Matias managed to do that. Did they have to? Did they have to? I don't know why. I don't know why that popped out at me. I don't feel. Hey, how you doing, Junior? How you doing? I don't feel. Shiraz beat the out of that. Out of that. Yeah, he did. He did. But I be trying to be fair. I be trying to be fair. He did. And I know I am not with. I said that in my last life. I am not with these people saying the N word because I don't even feel like we should be saying it outside of the company of ourselves. It is what it is. Long was supposed to get done like this by Canelo. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I'm not a fan of cinnamon, so he can go away. He can go. I can name like 5 people he could take with, or four people he can take with his ass. Yeah, he did Berlanga dirty. People was on Berlanga's Instagram talking ish for days. Hey, hey Teach, how you doing? How you doing, family? If Canelo is afraid of Benavidez, will he be afraid of Hamza because Hamza is crack? He's cracking. I don't know. Canelo's weird like that. If he thinks he sees something, we know that he'll fight him. He's new to the division, and though he did not knock out Berlanga, like I don't like these theories. Though he did not knock out Berlanga, does he feel like possibly maybe he could do it? Probably not. Probably not. And anyway, I don't care nobody say. I think Billy deserves next. And it turns out, I think I said we weren't gonna get the Lester Martinez and Billy fight. Oh yeah, it's back on. Yeah, it's back on. We with that. We love Lester Martinez right here. I knew Berlanga's gonna get spanked. That's because you're psychic. You know everything. And I ain't gonna lie. D-Man be calling fights. He be calling them. He be calling them. How you doing, King Fuse's lit house? How you doing, family? Welcome in, beloved. How you doing? Talking to Junior. Yeah, Plant Berlanga is 50-50. I'm telling you, there's other people in the division he can fight. So, I said that I did not like how Shakur has been being treated. And damn it, I mean it. I still did not like him feeling like he had to come in here is Jerry. I didn't like that. Let me see if I can find. Did y'all notice that his little outfit was the color of Jerry's, like the orangey brown? Shout out to Shakur. And shout out to William Zepeda because, to be honest, I actually think he did better. Okay, so no, we don't have a pic of them. I thought I would have got that, but I didn't. Shout out to Shakur, his masterful rendition of Floyd. Um, Shout out to baby girl saying that daddy almost got knocked out. That shit. Yeah, he slid on down the ropes for a little second there, huh? But no, Zapata was missing. I think I said in my breakdown that I don't think Zapata is that skilled. To be honest, like he has a high volume. Clearly, if you're gonna have a high volume and you got a little bit of power behind it, you're gonna hit something. Sometimes you're gonna knock some shit out. But ultimately, I still look at the fights with Tevin Farmer. I still feel like Tevin Farmer beat him twice. Once with a busted arm. Um, in that fight, he was falling in. His footwork was poo. He looked better this time. I will give him that though. He looked a little bit more crisp, a lot bit more crisp, and he was clearly determined, but he wasn't hitting on nothing. And when he did hit on something, Shakur was countering back with some hard shit. And shout out to Shakur. He proved his point to me, and it really to me, I don't feel like he had to prove it. Um, we've seen Shakur. We know that Shakur can fight in the pocket. I don't know why people always say he's a runner because you don't watch boxing. Because he's not. He can sit there and make your ass miss right in your face. Like he did in this fight. He's done that before. It's not nothing new. Um, the ropes, he did his little rendition. Yeah, the rope dope, but it worked for him. I didn't really like him so much on the ropes. I liked him better in the center of the ring, center of the real estate, working it you know. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, again, Shakur did what he needed to do. Now I did have another picture that I did want to show. Um, Let me do this right here, because there was quite a few of them. Throw them in my folder. My apologies for not having that in order because I usually like to have my ducks in a row, even though I'm a little slow with this stuff here. This stuff here. Hey, Jerry made this. Let me stop. Jerry made rings top 10 for pound. What y'all know about that? Huh? Look who got number 10. Some good people in front of him. A lot of people, of course, question the heavyweight being in the rankings for pound. But there sits Usyk at number 1, and we know who works at rings. So, but shout out to Shakur. He deserved that. Also, another gentleman made rings, stinking top 10, pound for pound, for the super middleweights. That would be Mr. Hamza. Yeah. Look at. Well, Christian and Billy's number 1. Yeah, get Canelo the hell up out of there. Oh no, he is. He's just number 7. Get Canelo up out of there, dude. They always gotta ruin a damn good thing with freaking Canelo. Who cares? Who cares? Billy versus, I like that one, Quan. I absolutely like that one. Let me see something real quick. Super middle. It's so much stuff in super middle that can happen. I don't know why the hell they still got Jaime Munguia. Get his ass the hell up out of here. Maul Charlo's back. We hope. I hope. I can't speak for y'all. I hope Maul is back, and I hope he is ready to work. Osleys Iglesias. He just got the IBF's interim, I believe. And he's the IBO World Super Middle, but he's about to fight Shishkin. I like Osleys. But again, we're up in the higher rankings. Yeah, because how is Maul at number 4? Just coming back. Diego Pacheco, who has a fight coming up with the Brawny Man, the Mountain Man, Trevor McCumbee. That should be a good fight, though, honestly, because McCumbee was all right in that point fight, even though he came out of nowhere. But again, there's a lot of guys on these lists that will be some good work. Kevin Lele Sajo's still there. He was supposed to fight in Billy. Callum Simpson, Lester Martinez, like I said, he's back, but he should be fighting in Billy soon. Bektamir. You know what? Let Beck the Bully fight Berlanga. I like that one. I like that one. Again, there's so many people there. Resendez. I could keep going down. Steven Nelson's still there. Like, there's fights. There's fights. And my thing is, just get them in there and let's see. Because, then that's the only way we get to see who's really good, who's really willing to fight, and how shit is going to shake out, right? So I covered all the fights from the weekend. Of course, we got the fights coming up. And I'm sure my little belt baby, he done left me. I know Marky Dan done left me. You didn't have to leave me, Marky. But the link is in. We could talk about the fights to come. We could talk about some of the news, because I was going to talk about some of the news. The news is I think I had some more photos with the new who's. Let me be sure. Yeah. Look at this one. And to be honest, I don't like this for Nova necessarily. It'll probably be a good and decent fight for sure. Is he through? He ain't through. Kondo. He could go fight some of the lower ranked guys, like I say, late 20, early 30 rankings. It's going to be incumbent upon him whether or not he wants to get back in here and get serious about the damn fight game. And again, shed the freaking gangster bullshit, because nobody cares. Like, we're grown. Nobody's thugging. But young dudes. I don't want to call them YNs no more. But yeah, nobody care about them, that bull. So yeah, this fight. Because initially Raymond Ford was supposed to fight Anthony Kakachi, and I like Anthony Kakachi, but Anthony just had that hard fight. I think it was a little hard on both. With Lee Wood, and he beat Lee Wood. It was a good fight. But do I think Kakachi's ready for Raymond Ford? No, I don't. But I don't think Nova is either. Like, hey, but it is what it is. It's a fight. It's gonna be happening. I don't know if I had a date on that one. I don't have the date on that one, but hey, I'm ready. Ready for it. Another, and I talked about Mbili and Lester, but we also got the big babies. Why do grown men call themselves big babies? Please, somebody explain this shit to me, like I'm 3, because I don't get it. This also coming up here. I don't know which card this is gonna be on, unless it's gonna be Mbili and Lester headlining it, which I would actually like. But we know how Turkey gets down with these dual cards. It just is what it is. I'm not really for feeling for certain like Jared Big Anderson. Y'all, I just feel like he's so wishy washy. Can I see Big Baby beating Jared? Like I can see it going both ways. I'm gonna be honest, but Jared's heart has to be in it. And after Bacoli, he had that fight, and he was talking about he didn't want to be there. Like I don't like that mess. Stop playing with us. And not only that, everybody remembers him talking to Roy Jones, talking about the Big Baby, but Jared, nigga, look, you are grown. Either you gonna be in the fight game or you not. Like, stop playing. I don't know. Only time will tell. Time is gonna tell what comes of this. Oh, I don't know. I don't have StreamYard. My restream is tripping, but because it looks like, yeah, my chat stopped working. That's why I'm like, why am I still here? We go. On why grown black men call themselves in what book? Champion Heart, because I'd be interested in going to read that. It may be the keys to the colors, possibly. How is Plant above Shiraz? Hamza with Murder Plant. Bud is number one. What rankings is? Oh, you mean in that? Is it in that? Was it out on there? Well, we're talking about Ring, Quan. We're talking about Ring magazine, and that's why I said we know who works at Ring. Unfortunately, they've been like that, and now that Turkey's bought it and gave them a platform and kept the same writers and editors and probably brought on some more turds. This is how we know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My no, it says it. I still hope Jared will be part of the next crop of heavyweights. I hope so, but okay. So Quan, go if you have not seen him yet. Go check out Joshua Edwards. I think he's got 3 fights in now, but he's a prospect. Fought in the Olympics out of Texas. Good brother. His name is Rocket. Joshua Edwards, the Rocket. He may be our next best bet if Jared don't want to get his together. As far as the young ones, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Jared. So in other news, it looks like the Murtazaliev and Lubin fight is coming together. My dogs. Okay, so after Lubin just returned, let me see. Erickson Lubin. And he didn't look so bad. He actually looked decent for somebody who had been out. There were just talks being had about whether or not he would get to fight Murtataliev, because the last I heard, Murtataliev was actually looking for another champion to fight, and supposedly was like staunchly like, I don't want to fight none but another champion. But so many things have been happening at 54. Love it. Man, Super Welter is another stacked division with a whole bunch of people, but we got some good players right at the top, moving around. I said that I believe already. Lubin is a fighter who could beat Murtataliev. No question to me, because when I did film study on him, I think I seen what kind of fighter beats him, and Lubin got it. Lubin got it. Should he maybe get another fight first? I don't know, because we are talking about Erickson Lubin. He's not no punk. He's not a bad fighter. Um, Again, amateur. Lubin, I think Lubin can pull it off. I forgot what book. Um, I want to say ISIS. Yeah, the ISIS papers, the keys to yeah. Okay, but I don't think she said it in that book. Okay, you'll check him out. Yeah, Joshua Edwards. Matter of fact, hey TD, how you doing, family? Welcome in. It was another fighter. Actually, I wanted to talk about that fight. It wasn't on the women's card. It was the night before at the weigh-ins. And if y'all watch the weigh-ins, I know you've seen Rosado. I don't know why the frick I'm tongue-tied about my girl's name. God, I love that girl too. Yeah, Rosado. She fights for Amanda Serrano, and they brought her over to MVP. She's out of Puerto Rico. Me and Steve L saw Lubin. Saturday. Okay. And how did he look, Thomas? I hope he looked good, healthy, ready to fight. Yeah. So for news, I think that's about all I got for news. We know going forward, we got this card coming up here with this weekend, and it's going to be a very good card. Alexander Usyk versus Dubois. We got two cards. And maybe I'll just get into that later, but I'll just touch it briefly. Undisputed. Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk. Look, I don't know. It's no question. I'm a Triple D channel over here. I feel like my guy was robbed. I feel like, and I might have saw Quan Big Gun say this earlier, but I absolutely felt like he did lose his. He lost his shit when he saw that the ref was going with the act, and I'm gonna call it an act, and I'm gonna roll with Don Charles and saying that Usyk is a faker, because you rolled out that BS for 4 minutes with your belly. I ain't gonna say what I be saying in these chats, but he was faking. He did not hit you below the belt. That was a good clean shot. Going forward, I don't want to dwell on the past. Daniel Dubois has built up his confidence. Daniel Dubois has, I don't want to say like he's totally increased some IQ. I think with the aid of Don Charles, and if you pay attention to when he's fought these past few fights, from Hrgovic to Big Baby, he's taking cues. Don is yelling. You see him look at Don. He executes. So, and again, it's not like he cannot probably get in there honestly and beat up on Usyk. And I see you, Michael Ray. Damn it, what's going on with that? What's up with that? Man, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. No more pay-per-view boxing. Ring Magazine and Riyadh season events. Boxing will all be top 5 sports in the USA sooner than I thought. No more pay-per-views for boxing. Ring Magazine, but they got these 2 fights this weekend are freaking pay-per-views. So I don't know what that's about. Riyadh season events. Boxing will be top 5 sports. We'll see about that. I mean, the reality is some of these other sports have fallen by the wayside. Is boxing making a comeback like that? Top five in the U.S. Sounds good. We'll see. We'll see. How you doing, sis? I haven't seen you. Well, I did see you the other day in Stormy's chat last night, but I think you must have been in and out. It's good to see you, big sis. Sending my love to you and Cammy. Most High bless you always, but you know that. You already know that. My true royals. I got Dubois KOing him again. Thank you. Stop him on cuts or body shot. I would like to see, which I likely won't, because we are talking about Usyk. But I would like to see him go in there and knock him out early. And I don't mean to the body. And you know what? I don't dislike Usyk. Yes, Crystal Rosado. Thank you, family. I don't know why that was like. It'd be so much going through my head. Yeah, it'd be so much going through my head. But yes, my girl Crystal Rosado, badass. She got next too. The Dirt Gang boss, how you doing? King DGB, blessings to you, family. Welcome in. You listening today? I hope you've been all right, sis. I hope you've been all right, because I haven't really totally seen you, so I hope you've really been good. You think Usyk will stop? You know what? You and Mike can go. Get on out of here. Get on out of here, please. TD, I would love to know how you think that will happen. I really would. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna cap. Steve, when's the last time he had well, he got a KO against Dubois. Yeah. But before that, Tony Bellew in 2018 was the last time he got a TKO. I don't know about all that. Outbox him. Nah. Knocking out Daniel. Get out of here, TD. The hell? The helly? I would love to went in there and put Usyk. Me too. And quickly. Like don't play around with it, right? Don't play around with it. So on that card also, Lawrence Okolie is gonna be on there for what it's worth. I don't like Okolie no more. After that bull crap he pulled with Chris Smith, the hugging, the night of hugs, I just don't. I don't care what the hell he does. So the other card, of course, that we got, and this is probably going to be the firecracker of the night. We know it. It is Bam Rodriguez. Oh no, that's not that night. Why am I not seeing this? Here we go. Yes, Bam Rodriguez versus Fumalele Cafu. Superfly fight. Look, Cafu is nice. Cafu is nice. He has good power. I do feel like he loads up on every shot. I said that before somewhere along the way. But Bam is different. Bam is different. Bam is what you really, truly call a well-rounded fighter, from speed to combination to IQ, footwork, his positioning. Like, I don't see Cafu beating Bam. I don't even know that I see him hurt him, because I've seen Bam take some damn firepower too, and he's tough. Like, it is what it is. This is the card also with Diego Pacheco and Trevor McCumbee on it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Diego. I like Diego. The only drawback I feel like with Diego, and I saw a little bit of it in the Steven Nelson fight, is he's slow to get his hands back home. When he lets shots go, and you it's easy for people who are fast to catch you if you can't get your hands back up or even back, to your guard. So we're gonna see how that looks. We got Omari Jones coming back, and he's gonna be fighting an Alfredo Blanco. I'm not sure who Alfredo is. This is only gonna be Omari's third pro fight, but looking forward to see him. We also got Austin Williams on this card fighting Ivan Vasquez. I don't know why. I don't know why Austin Williams is fighting this guy after fighting Volney. I would think he'd be getting a better fight lined up. Patrice Volney had a better record than this guy, and I mean, it don't mean nothing. Ivan Vasquez, again, I've never heard of him. He's 11-0 with 2 draws, 8 knockouts, out of Nuevo Leon, Mexico. So I don't know. Maybe he's just getting something to tie him over. But these are the fights coming up this weekend. I don't know. I don't even know that I have the time to really do a breakdown. But I am looking forward to it, and we shall see what happens. Nobody wanted to come up here and cook with me. Let me see. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. You don't like Dubois. Get on out of here with that. You don't like him. Nah, let me know. I'm not gonna mess with you, people. I don't think so either. Absolutely, I don't. And I'm okay with that, obviously. But I think Daniel, again, the confidence is back. And don't get me wrong, because we know Usyk coming in there super confident. Hell, he's the undisputed champion. But I'm wondering. I said something a little earlier about these guys picking and messing with their opponent before. And sometimes when you got guys that are quiet and reserved, I saw their little face off, and Daniel's been trying to come out of, I guess, being labeled as he was, right? He's trying to show his character a little bit. But at the end of the day, he's still that quiet dude, and a lot of people clearly thought, I'm just going to say it, that he's slow, right? One of them strong, slow people. He all that stuff that Dubois was doing, the little faces he makes and throwing little pictures in his face about make sure you don't hit below this point on the belt line. Look, you might be barking at the wrong tree. It might just be building the case. And yeah, I'm just saying, you never know. You never know with these quiet types. Dubois could be apt to go in there, like I say, just knock his block off top, and that's what I'm hoping for. It is what it is. Usyk is a great fighter. I'm not happy with the little show he put on. I've always felt a way about that, and that's why I say a lot of people don't like Don Charles and what he's been saying. I absolutely agree with Don Charles. You're fake. I am not going to go as far as to call him a fake Christian, but you're fake as hell. And you're running around here acting like he did something wrong with the blow that was absolutely legal. Okolie Billis, it was horrible. That was a night of hugging. That was a night of hugging, like Shadeja hugging on. Franchon Cruz hugging on Shadeja. Like, nobody wants to see that mess. Y'all need to take that to the bedroom or something. Like, don't nobody care. Thank you. Yes, please like the video. And please subscribe if you haven't. I'm cool on the sharing, whatever. You ain't got to share it, but please like the damn video. How you doing, Stormy? Welcome in, Stormy B, man. Welcome in, welcome in. I think I'm about done then. Like I went through my news. I did the old fights. I talked a little bit about the new ones. I ain't in here to talk no spit about the other fight that's coming up, and y'all already know what's up with that. That ain't till November anyway. How you doing, Steph Brown? Yeah, how you doing? SoCal. Shout out to SoCal and the fur babies. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else to talk about. And like I said, did nobody want to cook with me? Um, I ain't talking about Tink Tink. Although I am gonna say I'm sad that their fight's off. I'm sad that their fight's off. I wanted to see the rematch, obviously, but I also have said that I'm very excited to see where Lamont Roach goes at 35 and up, apparently, because he's been talking about that. So I'm not mad about that part. I to be honest, I don't want to see him go back down to 30. You know, obviously it's his career, his choice. But I think he looked very good at 35. Now, and not that he's a bad fighter at 30, but he just looked a little more brolic. And maybe I was just impressed with the the show he put on against Tank. So I'm not upset about that one at all. Let me make sure, you guys. Let me see something real quick. And then I'll be more than happy to move my ass on around here. Next Saturday is going to be a good card, and guess what? You're going. Like it's not in New York. We'll see future stars. Yeah. Wait. What? Okay, next, not this Saturday. That's what I'm like. What? No. That's not this week. Yeah, man. Yeah. Rohan Polanco. I like him. And I like the fact that he has been calling out Brian Norman Jr. Hmm. It's just interesting. Emiliano Vargas, look. I like Emiliano. I think he has solid skills. And he's a very nice young man. I met him before. If I'm correct, didn't he move up though? Did he move up? I don't want to say that I feel like Emiliano's running, but I want to know. Like, are you moving around? I mean, all these guys, you know, I think we had this conversation before when Aunt McQueen was on the panel with me. All these guys are built and marketed a certain way, right? Even when we think they're not, they are. So, you know, will we see Emiliano fight Abdullah anytime soon? Abdullah got big things popping though, so it's shoo. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Xander. Oh, I just saw some news about Xander, and I can't remember who the heck he was supposed to be fighting, but it's a good one. It's a goodie. Was it Boots? Y'all, I believe it's Boots. Mm. Do I think he's ready for Boots? Hell no. But shit, I already said it. Put these dudes in there and let's see what shakes out. Like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna turn down fights. I'm not. Me neither. Me neither. I'm with you. I'm with you. I want guys like Oshaki, Kubo. They coming. Oh, to move up to 135. Want to see them shake up the division with Mason. Okay, my grandbaby is hollering. Yeah, so well, supposedly we're supposed to be seeing Cool Boy and Oshaki mix it up, and somewhere within that shoo, like, look, I'm happy with boxing, y'all. I'm happy with it. We are getting good fights, and it's not just the turkey cards. These other promotional companies have seen the light thanks to Turkey, in my opinion, and they are, they got the memo. You either who said that yesterday? Was that Drew? Shit to get off the pot. Like we need that. We need that. And boxing deserves that. The boxing fans deserve that. Bring boxing, make boxing great again. I don't want to sound like that dumbass, but yeah, do that. BBL's coming to New York for that card. Okay, okay. That's gonna be a hot mess. Good luck with that. No. Who's protected, Stormy? Who's protected? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? I know, and please do. I'm lurking around a little bit more, Champion Heart, but please like the video for y'all go. Hey MVAD Nice, how are you doing? Welcome in, family. How you doing? Um, Emiliano's at 140. Okay, but wasn't he at 35 TD? I'm pretty sure. I thought it was. And then let me get my little ass off of here. Emiliano was fighting. No, okay. At one point, he was early in 2024. His last fight was at 30. That was like 36 though. So Brandon Mendoza. Everything else has been 140. So maybe he's not. Maybe he's just smart and he moves up, and he don't be hanging around. Draining himself. Thank goodness. I like Xander too, but I do. I feel like something's missing just a little bit. And maybe he just needs the right fight to bring that out. And that's kind of how I feel about Milnicki too. You just need the right fight to bring out what we know is in you. I think he's at 30. Yeah, last year he was. Okay, yeah. So I am. I was looking at the ringlings, but oh, duh, y'all look. We have a whole nother card that I didn't talk about because I did say I don't want to see this fight. I did say I don't want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. Oh, shout out to Manny. He like nothing can be taken from the dude. He's a great fighter. At 46, do I want to see your ass? I don't. I just don't. I really don't. Could he be Mario Barrios? I don't know. Yordenis Ugas whooped his tail. And it was the fight he had after Yordenis Ugas. It was Boxer. It was on one of these little weird boxing apps I have, right? I guess it was like against the Asian guy. I don't see it on his record. You didn't look good, homie. Like I don't know, y'all. I just feel away. It was a great fight. Which one was a great fight, Stormy? I don't want to see Mario Barrios and Manny. I don't. But shout out to Manny. Like I would never disrespect him. And if he can manage to beat Barrios, y'all, like where would that go? I've been seeing that there's talks that are in the works for him and Floyd again because he keeps bringing up Floyd's name. Do I think Floyd really want to do that? I don't. But I saw where it says they're in the talks and that if Manny wins, I guess that Floyd's considering. I don't know this to be a concrete fact. It's just crap that I'm seeing flying around. Rah, on Netflix. Look, I'm just lost. Certain type of way. Look, y'all are just typing some old stuff. I can't grasp. Can't. That fight is not appealing. Thank you, Kondo. I'm just don't want to know that I'm not alone because it feels like some people are kind of feeling the fight. I'm not. Barrios with Ramos was on Netflix, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't even talk about Mario Barrios. That he looked like poo. He did. He really did. But other than that, like, yeah, Barrios can fight. I mean, he takes a lot of damage and shows a lot of damage. But Manny Pacquiao's 46, and he has not looked good, TD. So I don't know that I care that Barrios got dropped. Abel Ramos is not a bad dude though. I like Abel. I like Brian Mendoza. Like Jesus Ramos Jr. Like uh yeah, because the last person to beat him was Keith Thurman. So I don't know, and that was fights ago. Anyway, on that card we got, of course, also Sebastian Fundora versus Zoo. A rematch. One rematch on the card because there's another. Absolutely felt like Tszyu was beating Sebastian the first two rounds and before the elbow. And he still got in some good work afterwards because, man, that was a bloodbath. And usually I look away from bloodbaths, but man, I was watching that one. It was good. It was a good fight. I believe that is also the card where Sebastian Fundora really showed us that he could fight on the outside. Because usually we're used to the praying mantis fighting on the inside, which is already a feat, but not really. A lot of tall guys maybe just can't do it, but you get some good damn leverage off when you're that tall, and if you can be that close and get them shots off. But he showed to be a very good fighter on the outside. And Tszyu also showed that he could fight a tall fighter because if y'all recall, he busted the crap up out of he broke that boy's nose, and it was pouring out like water. Like, man, that was a bloody fight. It was a good fight. This time around, I don't know if Tszyu's got his confidence back because, to be honest, that last fight, I'm sorry, I was not impressed because Joey Spencer, he didn't even look good to begin with. So the win, it just is what it is. It was a TKO, but it just is what it is. I don't know. You took 2 losses, so yeah, the one to Fundora. Then Baki knocked your ass out. So we'll see. Of course, he's not going to show it. He's going to talk a good game. I would like to see Tim Tszyu win. And really, in this fight, I don't think I actually have a pick or care on either one. I wouldn't mind seeing Tszyu beat Sebastian because I just need to see again that somebody can beat big ass Sebastian the way Brian Mendoza did, or in any manner. I just need to see it because I've actually started to like Fundora. I didn't like him after the Lubin fight, but when Brian got him, Brian Mendoza knocked him out. I was even. So now, yeah, whoever can win this one, I'm not mad. I like it either way. I can see it either way. If Tim has the confidence built back up. Now the fight for me is going to be Isaac Cruz and Angel Fierro, another rematch. I feel like Angel Fierro absolutely beat. I feel like he beat Isaac Cruz. I think that gave Isak that last fight. I'm gonna have Angel winning this again. I know he lost last time, but he won it. He's gonna win it again. Mark McSiles making a return. Abel Ramos is gonna be on this card, and the return of Mr. Gary, Mm, Gary Allen Russell Jr. So I'm hoping he looks good. It's been like 3 years, and he was supposed to have been back. He was supposed to have been back. His body's been looking good. Okay, I've been watching him. I've been seeing him train throughout these 3 years. We seen him in there training his brother, and I like that. I definitely like him as a trainer for his brother. We haven't seen little Antonio, but I want to see him stay. I want to see him stay around. Hopefully, he has a very good showing against this Hugo Castaneda. I need to go watch him so I can see what he's working with. But I absolutely don't think Gary has lost anything. Yeah, he's gonna be rusty. He's gonna have to get his time in and get a rhythm down and all that again. But this and them skills, nah, I don't think that went nowhere. Absolutely do not think that's going anywhere. Eh, okay. So the rest of them, I don't know them. I'm not gonna talk about them. Uh, that was a layup. Whoa, 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 whoa. You could have got on. You could have clicked on the link, and if you're talking about me, I'm feeling closer. We get to it. It's kind of a lit card in the senses where watch boxing. Yeah, boxing's on fire, you guys. It has been. Uh, Barrios is better. Watch the Ugas tape. Oh, I'm not saying he's not better. Okay, against old Manny, yeah, it should be. Against the old Manny, yeah, 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 yeah. A younger Manny, Barrios is a punching bag. Look, y'all going back and forth. He looked like a punching bag with Abel Ramos. I ain't even gonna lie on that one. I can't lie on that one. Hey PGH Big Dog, how you doing? PGH Big Dog, how you doing, family? Tim ain't beating Thunderbird. You be calling fights right, so I ain't gonna sit up here and argue with you. But I think it could go either way. Pitbull Cruz is always in a war. Yeah, he'll get the W. No, PGH. No, 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 no. He got his fan following. Angel Fierro beat him, and I think he's gonna beat him again. I absolutely do. I was there live when Brian. Oh, nice. Okay, but for some reason, against his last opponent, he showed me something I want to see if he could do with Zoo a second time. And would you like to share with the class what you saw? What did you see? You gonna keep that on down low, keep it close to the cup. How you doing, Coach Hesser? Welcome in, family. I think Tim beats Fundora and might even stop him. I'm telling you, TD, I think he absolutely can. It's to me, it really, really boils down to because remember, I want you to remember something. Remember in that fight against Murtazaliev, when he got hit, he clearly was like shell shocked still. And dude didn't even, I think he like threw a hook at him or something. And Tim like stopped. And it's like, boy, you better put your hands up and keep fighting because had Baki just chose to, he could have kept punching on you. No. Yeah, it was Bucky. But he no. Who was that next? Oh, it was Baki. Yeah, it was after the Fundora fight. So I don't know. The confidence, maybe the post-traumatic. Like I'm just saying, really. Time will tell. And then being back in that ring with him again, what if it brings up some old feelings or something? Like, I don't know. I just hope we get a different ref for. We absolutely have to get. Yeah, yeah. No, ain't no way in hell. And this ain't Poland. It's gonna be in the UK. Hey, 2 Cents, how you doing, King? Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm trying to get off here. Yeah, but I'm reading these comments. He was a sharper with Virgil Hill, but he has had many camps with Bob Santos now. They're just chill. Same issues with Barrios. Defensive lapses, stamina issues. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So at the end of the day, Steph, let me see. Who are you saying you got? That's that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who are you saying? Because now you going back and forth now. Now. Sound like me. Now you sounding like me. Fierro and Cruz put on. Man, they did. I don't typically like that style. I don't like pit bulls. I don't feel like Fierro is much of that style as pit bull, because pit bull's just like little arms be pumping. You know what though? Shout out to him. He had a nice jab in that fight. I give him that. I don't want to see that mess though. I don't want to see him win. Go on somewhere. Because I feel like he's gotten a couple of gifts. It just is what it is. I thought Zoo had better power punches in the first meeting. Yeah, made Fundora reset every time. Inevitably did enough to win, I thought. The senses had PSTD. I don't know that I felt okay. He felt like he did enough to win in that fight. I don't. But I do think he put on a fight and people kind of overlook it because of the damage that was done to his head. And the monkey show, the damn bull crap that was going on in the corner with your cut man who didn't know what the hell he was doing, like that took away from your performance, because everybody was like wondering, like, who the hell is your cut man, dude? Glad his father was there again to console and help his son. Yeah, I always like to see the dads in there when they're not in the camp. You know what I mean? I got Barrios winning. Okay. I think Barrios will too. But we are talking about Pacquiao. If he has, I don't know. I still really don't know if I want to see that fight, you guys. If he boxes smart, he wins. He could maybe even get a knockdown, but has to capitalize on his strengths. This is an opportunity for him. Everyone says he was picked for this, but I'm like, he's a kid. Take advantage of it and beat Pac. I mean, it's a great name to have on your resume. You better beat that man. He's average, but he ain't losing. Then that ain't no senior citizen. Don't do that. Because god dang it, if Pacquiao's a senior citizen, what the hell? I ain't no senior citizen. Go on now, PGHB dog. I'm getting my ass over here now. Shout out to y'all. Many blessings to y'all. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Come on back. Come on back. I enjoy talking with you guys. And maybe next time somebody come up here with me. I know you came in a little late, Steph, so maybe next time. I'm hoping. I appreciate you guys very, very, very much. And I thank you. Now, it's just incumbent upon me to try to get this damn video mess together on the way up out of here. You know, I'll be having issues. And I'm having them, of course. All right, you guys. I will talk to you later. Be blessed, you all.